This is my voice. Siks, what's happening with you, man?
Shit was cracking, bro.
I can't hear you. Speak up.
Shit. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't a whole lot going on, man. Just grinding. Made some investments, made some money. Just trying to figure out ways to keep on multiplying. That's all.
What was the play?
I ain't gonna say it on the podcast.
Okay. Oh well. Still in the street stuff. No,
I don't know anything about that.
We're joking.
And this podcast is over. Everyone have a good night. Remember the mission statement when you striving for greatness, God never puts you drive a seat.
Like, go share that with everybody.
Of course not. Of course not. I will sidebar you later because I definitely am interested.
Facts.
No, it's good to have investments and different opportunities at your hands, and especially now and then when you say at your hands, literally in your phone, where you can invest in different stocks, trades, Bitcoin, and all that. So it's all there now. You just got to make it useful for yourself, especially in this age now where the yuan currency is coming into play. Right, that's a big thing now. BRICS is a big thing now. You know, everybody should be trying to get a piece of Bitcoin and any type of digital currency you can.
Well,
I think that would have been a play like 2.5, 3 years ago. But I'm thinking that because that, you know what I'm saying, our fiat currency is kind of becoming a thing of the past, a lot of people kind of like scrambling and trying to find some sort of, you know what I'm saying, coin to invest in. It's almost too late to even enter that door. You got to really invest in hard stocks. If you're going to do like long plays, short plays, do like, you know what I'm saying, day trading and some stuff like that, something that's tangible.
That's a fact.
Because like nowadays, like Bitcoin, like I said, Bitcoin was booming when nobody was really thinking about it, when it was like a rumor. But now that everybody's thinking about it, you think about the value of it going down every time somebody throws some dollars into it.
Because they keep selling it. Because it's like before, when it was in that space of, oh, everybody don't know about it, people sitting on it. It was just kept getting higher. Now everybody know about it. So they're like, oh damn, let me do this flip. One of my biggest regrets is like when the Dogecoin shit happened, I had a bunch of that, and when it got to its highest point, I still held it, and not because I'm basing it on the thinking of Bitcoin. What's the other one? Ethereum. That's like $1,000 point, price points. So I'm like, well, this shit. I remember when I heard about, like, one of my biggest regrets of life is hearing about Bitcoin. Probably in fucking 2010, when it was nothing. When I could have bought 1,000 shares for fucking $30-$40. That's how cheap it was when they first were doing it. And then the shit, I'll be a millionaire now if I had did that back then. But who the fuck knew? We didn't know.
No one knew. And then on top of that, you had Wall Street. They was trashing it because they really didn't want to see it survive. They still, now they're up on game. Now they're trying to go through with it. But
I think they was downplaying it publicly because they knew that the gravity that it had was something that was tangible. And if they felt like they publicly downplayed it, then anybody who wasn't smart enough to actually get involved would have taken their word over like actually using doing their own due diligence, doing some digging around and finding out the truth. Most people don't look for the truth. Most people just take what they hear, take what's presented to them as being the gospel. And that's how you end up in a situation where you remain broke.
Yeah, absolutely. And when someone was trying to teach me about it, I was like, yo, why are you so interested in teaching me about it? It's like, because you're gonna need to know this. Like in 4 or 5 years, this shit is gonna take off and you should have some type of investment in it. You know what I mean? So I slowly just tried to learn. He's like, it's no different from the stock exchange. It's not controlled. I was like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, no one can turn it off or on like it does. It just does what it's supposed to do. Not does what it's supposed to do, but he just broke it down to me and was just showing me different shit. So I kind of like got a little hip to it and started using started using parts of my other investments to get situated with that. But it's a good look, man. I mean, if you made some cash while it was moving, then congratulations to you. But now, like you said, it's still about stocks as well. And bonds. I don't know if people are interested in that, but you should definitely get your hands on some bonds.
I compare it to like the combination of looking at shooting craps on the block versus shooting craps in the casino.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting craps in the casino is controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like the risk is there, but it's a different type of risk versus like the risk on the block. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody on the, you know what I'm saying, you got 9 motherfuckers standing around shooting dice up against the wall versus somebody who go to a table. You know what I'm saying? The person that's controlling the table ain't really controlling the table because they got a pit boss they got to answer to. And that pit boss got a manager they got to answer to. So everybody, they can shut that table down if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
And they see you hitting and they see you rolling and they already know the odds of you actually maintaining that streak. They could go ahead and say, let them roll. You know what I'm saying? They control everything. You think you winning just because, you know what I'm saying, you got the lucky streak versus just having the common sense to say, no, I'm gonna go ahead and walk away right now. While you trying to think about walking away, they got somebody serving you drinks in the casino.
That keeps you feeling lucky and loose, or loose, I should say. And then you spend a little bit more time there, and sooner or later you become unhinged.
Whereas out there on the block, you under pressure, man, because you playing against some motherfuckers who can't really afford to lose what they losing. So you know when to walk away. It's just up to you to make that decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of how it is, like in terms of like how it was with Bitcoin in the early days versus like a lot of this crypto shit right now. It's like a lot of it right now, you can tell that there are some walls around it. You know what I'm saying? They put some rails on it and shit like that.
Yeah, well, they had to because they, all the group trading and everything that people were doing. People were coming together in text messages, text threads, getting a hold of it. Everybody was doing group investing and everything. And I was saying that, I don't know if y'all remember, but I was saying that shit years ago. Like everybody should do like group economics or group investing. After reading books by Dr. Claude Anderson and shit like that, and figuring out different ways to make a play. You know what I mean?
Treat it like motherfuckers who work in the kitchen at your job all pulled together on a lottery ticket. Treat it that way.
The same exact way. The same exact way. No different.
But that's tangible. The lottery shit is not tangible. Like you literally a whole bunch of people wasting some money 99.9% of the time. Like
the only thing that makes stocks tangible is education, understanding, and wisdom. So like if you don't have 2 out of those 3 things already in line, you're gonna fail anyway. Of course, the lottery is manipulated. That's poor people's gambles. You know what I'm saying? It's the poor people casino. You don't see motherfuckers who already got at least $10,000 saved up saying, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and scratch this ticket. You know, you don't hear about that too often. It's the motherfuckers who really need a win. It's the people that really need that opportunity to succeed that's really gonna go ahead and take that chance. And that's usually how it play out, man. And I think the middle ground for that would be people who like dabble in crypto, but they don't really take it seriously because they don't do the due diligence and the study and And I would even say like back when not even fucking a year and a half ago when NFTs was like banging, I was like, why are all my visual artist friends not capitalizing on this right now?
Because they didn't study.
Dude, like you don't even have to be in it long to win in NFTs when it was actually banging.
Yeah, I definitely should have did that one a little bit more tough. The only thing with that was kind of confusing was everything. So the investment would be you had to get so much Ethereum to mint the NFT item or whatever. So I don't know. I should have got down on that for sure. I definitely should have got down on that. And it's like the stuff that ended up hitting was so goofy to me, like the fucking what was that, monkeys and all this other bullshit people was buying. I think that's what turned me off because it didn't feel like real art. It felt real gimmicky and shit. I think that's what kind of threw me off too. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's the same way the music business is, though. Dude, I mean, like they present you an opportunity or avenue or or a lane to actually capitalize off of what you create. And they're like, you know what? I'm gonna whip something together real quick and present it as being the thing. So that would be the monkey. And they're gonna flip it. They might even have some friends get involved in the flip in order to like to drive up the value of it, just to show all
which is probably what happened, honestly, during that whole little time.
And that's the same thing artists do. Rappers, singers, they do the same thing when they create music. They get all their friends to share it. You know what I'm saying? Their family and friends, anybody who are a true supporter personally, to get involved in getting it put out there. Then they just let it snowball into the whatever pattern of success that it can actually kind of accumulate.
But